Whenever people think about the NFL, they think about the players, coaches, and fan bases of each team. However, when it comes to the owners, what everyone thinks about is what they do or fail to do to improve their teams each and every season. And perhaps what else they achieve in the business world to belong to the rare group of owners of an NFL team. Here at TPS, we're going to rank each NFL owner based on their wealth and what they've accomplished in their lives. So, without further ado, here are the rankings for all 32 NFL teams by how rich their owners are, from least to most. Number 32, Green Bay Packers, NA. The Packers don't have a principal owner. However, they are the only publicly owned team in the NFL and professional sports in the United States. The Packers have about 537,460 stockholders with an estimated 5.2 million in shared stock. The stockholders for the Packers can elect a board of directors, and the team has a president and CEO in Mark Murphy, who will be retiring after the 2025 season. So, the search will then be on for the next CEO. Number 31, Cincinnati Bengals, Mike Brown, 925 million. Brown has been the Bengals owner ever since he inherited the team from his father, Paul Brown. Although Brown has made some, questionable decisions while in control of the Bengals, the team did reach Super Bowl 56 with Joe Burrow under center. Brown spent his entire working career with the Bengals organization since 1968, and is currently the oldest NFL owner after Virginia Hallis McCaskey passed away at 102. Football is definitely in his blood. Number 30, Pittsburgh Steelers, Art Rooney II, 1.2 billion. Rooney II took over the Steelers franchise in 2017 after his father, Dan Rooney, passed away. Rooney II has done a very good job maintaining the Steelers' legacy, overseeing the team reach the playoffs 5 times so far. Rooney II also has a career in the legal profession, as he holds an of-counsel position with the law firm Buchanan, Ingersoll & Rooney, and is actively involved in the Pittsburgh community, devoting his time to organizations in the city. Hopefully, the Steelers can win their first playoff game since the 2016-2017 season under Rooney II's watch. Number 29, Chicago Bears, George McCaskey, 1.3 billion. McCaskey inherited the control of the Bears from his mother, Virginia Hallis McCaskey, in February of 2025. McCaskey is also the chairman of the Bears, as he oversaw the team make some pretty good moves in the 2025 offseason. McCaskey has worked a majority of his life with the Bears organization, working as the senior vice president of ticket operations from 1991 until 2004, and has been a member of the team's board of directors since 2004. Hopefully, McCaskey can witness the Bears return to the playoffs for the first time since the 2020 season. Number 28, Minnesota Vikings, Ziggy Wilf, 1.3 billion. Wilf has seen the Vikings reach the NFC Championship game twice since he acquired the team back in 2005, and his team has managed to reach the playoffs 8 times. Besides owning the Vikings, Wilf and his family own Garden Homes, a real estate company that owns apartment buildings, retail, and commercial buildings. Wilf's family's companies own about 90,000 apartments and 100 shopping centers. Very impressive, Mr. Wilf. Number 27, Arizona Cardinals, Michael Bidwell, 1.4 billion. Bidwell took control of the team after his father, Bill Bidwell, passed away in 2019. Bidwell has seen the Cardinals reach the playoffs once during his tenure as sole owner of the team, which was back in the 2021-2022 season. Bidwell is also involved in the Phoenix area and was a federal prosecutor before joining the Cardinals organization in 1996. Number 26, Tennessee Titans, Amy Adams Strunk, 2 billion. Adam Strunk became the sole owner of the Titans in 2013 after Bud Adams passed away. The Titans have seen some moderate success under Adam Strunk, making the playoffs 4 times. The Titans did reach the 2019-2020 AFC Championship game under Adam Strunk's ownership, but lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Besides running the Titans, Adam Strunk also makes her money through petroleum of the Little River Oil and Gas Company and is the president of Kendra Foxhounds, a fox hunting organization. Number 25, Detroit Lions, Sheila Ford Hamp, 2 billion. Ford Hamp is a descendant of Henry Ford, as her family is involved with the Ford Motor Company based in the area. Ford Hamp oversaw Dan Campbell's hiring and the team's return to relevancy in 2023 and 2024. Hopefully, the Lions can get a Lombardi trophy for Ford Hamp soon. Number 24, New York Giants, John Mara and Steve Tisch, 2.1 billion combined. Although the Mara family has owned the Giants since their inception in 1925, Tisch bought a 50% stake in the Giants in 1991, and both Tisch and Mara saw the Giants win Super Bowl 42 and 46. Tisch is also a movie producer, while Mara's 2 daughters are actresses. Mara and Tisch's Giants have not been the best football team to watch in the 2020s, but we'll just have to wait and see what the team will do in 2025 with Russell Wilson under center. Number 23, Las Vegas Raiders, Mark Davis, 2.3 billion. Davis and his mother Carol took control of the Raiders after Al Davis passed away in October of 2011. Davis has worked for the Raiders most of his adult life and has seen the team reach the playoffs twice. Davis also owns the Las Vegas Aces WNBA team, which won 2 WNBA championships in 2022 and 2023 respectively. Hopefully, with Tom Brady as a minority owner of the Raiders, Davis's team can return to the playoffs and win their first playoff game since January of 2003. Number 22, Los Angeles Chargers. Dean Spanos, $2.4 billion. Spanos has been the sole owner of the Chargers since 2018 after his father's death, and has been public enemy number 1 in San Diego ever since he relocated the team to Los Angeles in 2017, simply because he wasn't able to secure a stadium deal with the city. Spanos got to see the Chargers reach the playoffs 3 times since relocating to LA. Spanos' family also created the A.G. Spanos Companies, a company that builds multifamily residences, commercial buildings, and communities, and is actually considered one of the largest apartment developers in the U.S. Number 21, Indianapolis Colts. Carly Ursay-Gordon, $4.4 billion. Ursay-Gordon has been at the Colts for most of her life and is likely to be next in line to be the main owner of the team after the passing of her father, Jim Ursay. Ursay-Gordon was named the chair of the Colts in 2014 after her father's DUI arrest. But either way, we look forward to seeing what Ursay-Gordon will accomplish with the Colts in 2025 and beyond. Number 20, Philadelphia Eagles. Jeffrey Lurie, $5.3 billion. The Eagles have had their ups and downs when Lurie acquired them in 1994, but they have been an incredibly successful team in recent years with their 2 Super Bowl wins and being a serious playoff contender every season. Outside of the Eagles, Lurie has been a documentary film producer where he helped work on Inside Job in 2011, Innocente in 2013, and Summer of Soul in 2021. Number 19, Houston Texans. Cal McNair, $5.6 billion. McNair inherited the sole ownership of the team in 2024 from his mother, Janice. McNair was heavily involved with the Texans from their inception in 2002 to hiring coaches and general managers, and is currently witnessing the team become a playoff contender in the AFC South. McNair is also involved as the vice chairman of Palmetto Partners LLC, the private equity investing arm of the McNair Group. Number 18, San Francisco 49ers. Jed York and Denise Del Bartolo York, $5.8 billion. York and Del Bartolo York have been involved with the 49ers since Edward Del Bartolo stepped away from ownership in 2000. These two have seen the 49ers reach 3 Super Bowl appearances, and Jed is also the chairman of Silicon Valley Leadership Group's board of directors. Number 17, New Orleans Saints. Gail Benson, $6.1 billion. Benson became the principal owner of the Saints in 2018 after Tom Benson passed away. Benson also owns the New Orleans Pelicans NBA team and saw the Saints reach the playoffs 3 times since becoming the sole owner of the team. Benson is also involved with the Faubourg Brewing Company, formerly Dixie Brewing Company, since 2017. Number 16, Buffalo Bills. Kim and Terry Pegula, $6.8 billion. Ever since the Pegulas purchased the Bills, the team has become a serious playoff contender and AFC East winner since 2020. The Pegulas also own the Buffalo Sabres of the NHL, the Rochester Americans of the AHL, the Buffalo Bandits of the NLL, and the Rochester Knights of the NLL. That is quite a lot of franchises for the Pegulas. Number 15, Baltimore Ravens. Steve Bisciotti, $7.1 billion. Bisciotti became the majority owner of the Ravens in 2004 and oversaw the team win Super Bowl 47, and is a solid playoff contender for most of their days so far. Bisciotti also co-founded the Allegis Group, a staffing and recruiting company. Pretty solid gig outside of football if we do say so ourselves. Number 14, Cleveland Browns. Jimmy and Dee Haslam, $8 billion. The Haslams have owned the Browns since 2012, where they did return to the playoffs in 2020 and 2023 respectively. Jimmy Haslam is also the chairman of the board of Pilot Flying J Truck Stops and the Columbus Crew of MLS, where they won 2 MLS Cups in 2020 and 2023 respectively. Number 13, Atlanta Falcons. Arthur Blank, $8.2 billion. Blank has been the owner of the Falcons since 2002, and the team has reached Super Bowl 51 under Blank's watch. Too bad that they blew a 25-point lead in that game. Blank is also the co-founder of Home Depot and owns the Atlanta United FC MLS team. Number 12, Washington Commanders. Josh Harris, $8.3 billion. Harris became the owner of the Commanders after Dan Snyder sold the team to him. Harris has watched the Commanders return to the NFC Championship game for the first time since the 1991 season. He is also a managing partner with the Philadelphia 76ers and the New Jersey Devils. We can't wait to see what Jaden Daniels continues to accomplish under Harris's watch. Number 11, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Glazers, $10 billion. The Glazers have owned the Buccaneers since 1995 and have witnessed the team capture 2 Super Bowls in 2002 and 2020 respectively. The Glazers also own Manchester United FC, one of the most iconic soccer teams in all of Europe. However, they did sell their shares of Manchester United to focus more on the Buccaneers, who have since become playoff contenders in the 2020s. Number 10, Miami Dolphins. Stephen Ross, $10.1 billion. Ross bought the Dolphins franchise in 2008 from Wayne Huizenga and has seen the Dolphins reach the playoffs 4 times. Ross founded the company Related Companies, a real estate development company building apartments, retail, offices, and housing in different cities. Ross also has stakes in SoulCycle and Equinox Fitness. Number 9. New England Patriots. Robert Kraft. $11.1 billion. Kraft purchased the Patriots in 1994, and they became a super dynasty in the 2000s with 6 Super Bowl championships. Kraft also founded the New England Revolution MLS team and founded the Kraft Group in 1998, which is involved with manufacturing, sports teams, and real estate. Quite an amazing legacy Kraft has built in Foxborough. Without a doubt, Kraft will be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame for all that he's accomplished as the owner of the Patriots. Number 8. Jacksonville Jaguars. Shad Khan. $12.2 billion. Khan purchased the Jaguars in 2012, where they reached the 2017-2018 AFC Championship game under his watch. Khan also owns the Fulham FC in the Premier League and co-owns All Elite Wrestling, and is the owner of the company Flexingate, a supplier of car components. Without a doubt, Khan has quite an impressive business resume. Number 7. Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones. $13.8 billion. Jones acquired the Cowboys in 1989 from his fortunes as an executive of Jones Oil and has made the Cowboys worth over $9 billion. Jones has seen the Cowboys become a Super Bowl dynasty in the 1990s, but the team has yet to reach the NFC Championship game since 1995. Jones was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2017 for everything that he accomplished as the owner of the Cowboys. Number 6. New York Jets. Chris and Woody Johnson. $16 billion. The Johnsons are heirs to the Johnson & Johnson pharmaceutical fortune and have owned the Jets since 2000. The Johnsons have seen the Jets reach the playoffs 6 times and the AFC Championship game twice. The Johnsons have been criticized for their handling of the Jets, as the team hasn't exactly been back to the playoffs since the 2010 season. Hopefully, though, the Jets can return to the playoffs soon under the Johnsons' watch. But, well, we'll just have to wait and see. Number 5. Los Angeles Rams. Stan Kroenke. $16.2 billion. Ever since Kroenke became the owner of the Rams, the team has become a playoff contender and won Super Bowl 56 under his watch since he relocated the team from St. Louis back to Los Angeles. Kroenke also owns the Denver Nuggets, who won the 2023 NBA Championship, and the Colorado Avalanche, who won the 2022 Stanley Cup Finals. Kroenke just knows how to own and operate winning sports franchises. Number 4. Seattle Seahawks. Jody Allen and the Paul Allen estate. $20.3 billion. The Allens oversaw the Seahawks win Super Bowl 48, and the team became a playoff contender in the 2010s until Paul Allen passed away in 2018. The Jody Allen and Paul Allen estate also owns the Portland Trail Blazers of the NBA. As well, Jody Allen is the co-founder of Vulcan Inc. and the president of Vulcan Productions. Number 3. Carolina Panthers. David Tepper. $20.6 billion. Tepper purchased the Panthers in 2018. The team has a 36-80 record under Tepper's watch and has gone through, well, 7 head coaches. Tepper has been described as the NFL's worst owner, as he seems to be a very petty man who has thrown a cup at a fan and scolded a restaurant with a sign that criticized his draft-related decisions. Tepper also owns Charlotte FC of the MLS since 2019. Number 2. Kansas City Chiefs. The Hunt family. $24.8 billion. The Hunt family has owned the Chiefs franchise from their beginnings as the Dallas Texans football team in the AFL to the Chiefs of today. And in that time, they have watched the Chiefs bloom into a Super Bowl dynasty. The Hunts were involved with the Kansas City Wizards until 2006 and are now known as Sporting Kansas City. The Hunts also own FC Dallas of the MLS. And you know, we just look forward to seeing what the Chiefs will continue to do under the Hunts' watch. Number 1. Denver Broncos. Walton Penner Ownership Group. $77.4 billion. The Broncos were sold to the Walton Penner Ownership Group in 2022 from the Pat Bowlen estate for $4.65 billion. Rob Walton is the former chairman of Walmart and is still a board member for the retail store chain. The Broncos returned to the playoffs in the 2024-2025 season under Rob Walton's watch, and seemingly have found a winning recipe for success with Bo Nix as quarterback. But hey, what owner's value surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking that like button helps us out a ton, and you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.